Hi everybody, it's time for a sketchbook tour. I finally finished my sketchbook, which I actually started this all the way back in July 2017. I am so glad to be finished with it because it was an absolute nightmare. I didn't really know what to look for in a sketchbook when I first got it. This is the Potentate, never heard of that brand, sketchbook with 120 sheets of 100 GSM paper. And it wasn't good quality paper. This is the first time I've kept a sketchbook, and I didn't know what to look for at all when I bought it. I just went for like one of the cheapest ones I could find with the most pages, really. Won't be doing that again. But yeah, I wanted to show you what I had done anyway, and just say I wouldn't recommend this sketchbook if you are actually trying to be an artist or trying to practice and get better at art, just because it just makes a mess if you try to erase stuff, and it just doesn't take any kind of mediums very well. But anyway, I already showed you the first half of this sketchbook back in August last year, so I will put a link up there in the corner if you want to go and watch the first half of this sketchbook tour. And so we are going to start from around about the 8th of August 2018, I do believe. And it is here. So this is the last image that you saw if you watched my sketchbook tour part 1, and there I had been to the botanical gardens in Stockholm and painted the Japanese garden. So let's start this tour with, it was International Cat Day on the 8th of August, so I thought it would be perfect for sketching some cats. I absolutely suck at sketching cats, so as you can see, I really don't know what is going on with most of these. Yeah, enough said about those. A random sunflower, can't remember why I painted that. Some practicing of noses. I really think I made progress here. I really like how this one turned out. I still really need to practice noses. When I try to do them on actual portraits, they just, yeah, they still turn out weird, or using colour, but there you go. Trying out some dragons and more dragons. And then this was a little bit of planning for one of the pieces for the art room prompt, I think. I think you can see this as an actual video where I painted it. Again, I'll link it up in the corner if I remember. And then I was practicing some kind of different poses for another prompt that I wanted to do. What was that one now again? Yeah, I can't remember, but I think it was like a folklore or something kind of prompt that I wanted to have, like a girl in a forest. So I was practicing different poses there. Here I drew her body way too long. Yeah, I was practicing like the over the shoulder look in these. Some of them turned out better than others, and I think most of the references were like from Pinterest and stuff. Again, over the shoulder, she looks a bit evil. She looks a bit evil as well. And then I was trying something laying down, and that just looks like a disaster. Some dolphins and some birds, and then an octopus in biro. I think this was for my collab that I did with Amanda, who was ALLJ Art but is now Roha Kora or something like that. I'll put a link to her channel down below. More cats, random cats, penguins, practicing hands and feet. Always need to practice hands and feet, they're not the easiest things to draw. A random pose there, trying to sit in a window. And this one looks rather scary, I have no idea what's happening there. And then I was doing some quick poses, 90 seconds. Some of them I got more detail done on them than others. I usually find 90 seconds is just about enough time to get like the body shapes and things in. Some of them look a bit stiff, some of them look okay. And then 90-second faces. Some of these look a little bit strange noses and stuff. Then we're back to practicing more feet, because you can never practice feet enough. I think I was trying out one of the draw a box lessons. I was trying to draw lots of boxes and circles and things. A kind of portrait, which I wasn't that happy with. And then lots of mini portraits. I think I was doing some of these on the bus, so some of them turned out a little bit strange, but I absolutely love this one. I really, really love how that one turned out. All the rest I'm kind of like, meh. But yeah, I really liked that one. Then I was practicing some trees, really random. Again, I think most of these references are just like from Pinterest or Pixabay. There's some different kind of animals. I actually quite like how some of these turned out, especially that parrot. There's a cute little hedgehog there. Again, the cat, just like really grumpy. I don't know what it is. I can draw other animals, but I just can't draw cats, and dogs can be a bit iffy sometimes too. And then I started with Inktober, and I didn't follow the official prompts. I decided to go for I used pose reference from Tumblr, and I decided I was going to practice doing all sorts of different poses. So that is what I did. The first day I decided to do a garden witch, but then I kind of gave up on that idea of following a witch prompt and just went with doing random sketches. So day 2, I wasn't massively happy with how that turned out. Also, the pen that I was using kind of kept leaking everywhere, so I wasn't happy about that. So day 3 is when I started using Pose Reference as my references. It's a really great website, free to use all their references, so do check it out. And you can kind of see I sketched in red first and then went over with adding some extra clothing. I quite like how that one turned out, except that I didn't leave enough space. Day 4 for Inktober, a weird kind of goblin-y creature, I'm not sure what you'd call that. Man sitting for day 5. This one I didn't do in my sketchbook for some reason, I just copied it in. For day 6, day 7, yeah, not sure what's happening there. Day 8, I do find I kind of make their bodies a bit too long, I feel still, so that's something I need to practice on. And day 9, and day 10, no, that was day 10, I must have done 2 on day 9, there you go. Day 11, I really like how that one turned out. And then I tried to do it bigger. I didn't quite like how that one turned out as much as that one. I have no idea why I left a page there. Oh no, it's not finished. Day 12, I turned that into a birthday card for my mum, but still, this body is too long. And yeah, just practicing more. Day 13, that one I obviously wasn't that impressed with. Day 14, trying some laying down poses. I quite like that one. And yeah, that one leaves a lot to be desired. That one's not too bad, looking a little bit stiff though. And then just trying some other things. Yeah, I like that one. I like how that one turned out. And then I was trying to make them with cylinders instead. I'm trying to follow a course on Cube Brush called Art School, and they suggest doing things with cylinders, so I tried that out. I'm not sure if it helped or hindered really. Day 18, 19, yeah. Back to drawing more animals, more random weird looking cats and dogs. It's just, I don't understand why the other animals look fine and just cats and dogs just look like a disaster. Day 20 and day 21. It's written and meh, obviously not my day. It's just, yeah, these bodies are too long again. I don't know what I'm doing. 1 minute quick poses. Yeah. Dodgy hand for day 22. I need to keep practicing that. And now we've gone from too long to too short. A reference from Pinterest. I'm pretty sure I've drawn that one already. And dodgy foot there. Just pointing out all my flaws in these drawings. Day 26, day 27, day 28, day 29. Oh, yeah, I do feel like these are starting to get a bit better than how I started. There's still flaws in them, of course, but I do think I see an improvement. Day 30, day 31. So I did actually manage to complete the entire Inktober this year, so I was really impressed. I think it really helped with doing my own thing. And then I tried to carry on doing some poses every now and again, some mushrooms, autumny style things, and back to animals. I really like how that sheep turned out. That's cute. Another grumpy cat. Oh yeah, I really liked how these rhinos turned out, apart from his body's a little bit too long, but other than that, I thought that was quite cool. I drew that on the train as well. And then back to drawing more faces and even more faces. So I think I was trying to do old people on this day, trying to practice that. More grumpy cats that you will have seen in a video if you saw the one where I made a birthday card for my sister. And then this was where we did the Secret Santa. I swatched out all of my watercolour pencils, and then I was practicing different kinds of robins, trying to see which pose I wanted to use for that. I'll put a link up there as well if you want to go back and watch that. Drawing some random acorns, and then this is a cube brush art school exercise again, trying to draw the proportions of the body. This one turned out okay. This is supposed to be the male one. It looks very strange here, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. And then I did some draw this in your style challenges, mostly just not coloured, but this one was for Aveline Stokart, her challenge there. Then I just did some more pose reference drawings, and then this was Natalia DSW on, these are all their Instagram handles I think, so I just did a quick sketch in pink for that. Kelly Nicely did like a mermaid. I need to have moved that up a little bit really, and I never posted any of these on Instagram, I just did them in my sketchbook. We watched Tangled, so I drew Rapunzel. I really like how that turned out. And then this one was Draw This in Your Style, drawn by Yanan. I didn't really like her face in this one, but other than that. This one was illustration by Anna. I did a redraw, and this one was Seidel art, a kind of self-portrait, trying to draw hands in different positions again, drawing eyes. I quite like drawing eyes. And then these again are like 1 minute poses. Some of them look better than others. The house from Up, just randomly felt like drawing that one day. And then some more Draw This in Your Style. This one is by Paper Flan. Aria Teresa. Quite like her antlers on that one. Clara Cabral. I'm really sorry if I butcher the names of these. That was a much more cartoony style that she did, but I changed it a little bit. Laura Carson, I quite like how that one turned out. And LB Draws, I really like how that one turned out. I really wish I'd have actually redone that one in colour because I really liked it. And Steph Lou Style, I was also trying to do hers. And then we are on to February, and I was trying to do February faces, so I used a reference from Pixabay. This is day 1. I really like how this one turned out actually. And day 2 is also a reference from Pixabay. February faces day 3, I'm not quite sure what happened to her nose there. Not so happy with that one. And then I did some smaller ones for day 4. And then I decided I was going to jump onto February as well, but I was a few days late, so I was starting February day 1 on day 4. Now I didn't actually manage to complete either of these challenges because February has been a bit busy. I went to London, and then I just I just didn't pick it back up when I came back. But anyway, I was trying 1 minute poses, 2 minute poses, and then 5 minute pose, some more February faces for day 5, and then some more poses for day 2. Here I think I decided that I was not going to try to get every detail in on the 1 minute poses, which is my problem sometimes. Nikki Smith's redraw, that must be a Draw This in Your Style thing as well. Yeah. And then this was a pregnant lady on February day 3. And it was talking about pushing the angles. I'm not quite sure I succeeded with that or not, but it was quite fun to do. And February faces day 7, February day 4. And then I realised I didn't really have time to get much in, and I realised then that I had the speed on 1.5, so that's why my 1 minute videos were going at like 40 seconds. So I slowed that down, and then it was a little bit easier. So this is just like mainly February and February faces. For the rest, don't know what happened there. And then just some random doodles that I did long before I did all of these. And then just some notes in the last couple of pages. And that is my sketchbook tour. I hope you have enjoyed watching. I'd love to know if there was anything that was one of your favourite sketches. Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I will see you next week for a new video. Bye!